It's me, Marty Leonards, and once again we have another guest live in the studio, and it's Annie Clark, aka St. Vincent. Annie, welcome.
Hi.
So nice to see you. We have to stop meeting like this. We did the same thing last year.
I know, it's always just in and out.
Well, welcome back to Bonnaroo. And last time when you were here it was with your own band. This time you're here with David Byrne.
Yeah, that's right. David and I put out a record last year called Love This Giant, which is us and a giant brass band. So we're performing songs from that and then songs, classic David Byrne songs, and then St. Vincent songs as well.
I was messing around with some of the interviews that we have in the archives at XRT, and I found one that you and I did at Pitchfork, which was probably like 3 or 4 years ago. And in that interview, we talked at great length about the David Byrne project. You must have just started doing that. Maybe we can go back there for a second and tell us how that all came about.
Sure. David and I met at a charity event in 2009. Housing Works, which is a AIDS charity in New York City, was hosting a night where Bjork and the Dirty Projectors did a night of original music, and then they sold tickets, and the tickets went to charity. And Housing Works approached David and I at the end of the event and asked if we would want to do a similar night of music. So we said, sure, that sounds amazing, and we started writing, and it just grew and grew and grew and grew.
Wow. And what's interesting about the project is, well, you working with David Byrne and writing songs together. You wrote the songs together, correct?
We did, yeah.
Yeah, and in the performance, it's visually pretty amazing. Maybe we can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, well, we got Annie B. Parsons, who's this amazing choreographer whose last gig was Baryshnikov, to come in and choreograph the show. And so we've got 8 horn players on stage, all moving. David and I are moving, a drummer and a keyboard player. And the show really has a dramatic arc as a result of this intentional movement.
Yeah, it's all the horn players, and David and Annie are all pretty much choreographed together, and it works like a dance piece. It works like a music piece, and it's so much fun to watch.
It's so much fun to do, honestly.
Do you find yourself getting lost in the dance sometimes, or at least at the beginning of it, like, oh my gosh, what do we have to do? I've never done this before.
There is a song where I'm making boxes with my hands the whole show. And actually, I find it's a great little salve for nervousness, because I just think, oh, well, my job here is to make boxes.
We're talking with Annie Clark backstage at Bonnaroo, who's appearing here today with David Byrne. And did you think it was going to go this long? I mean, did you think the touring schedule would take you into the next year and end up at festivals like this?
Well, I think we hoped it would. We toured the States in October, September, and then we went to Australia with it in January. And now we're doing another lap of the States because it went so well the first time. And then we're off to Europe in August. So I feel like we will have touched a lot of the big markets and big areas.
Do you think this is it? Well, in other words, do you think you guys will be working together again?
Honestly, I have to say we work really well together, and it's kind of funny, you figure out how really to work with someone when you've been doing it for 4 years, as I have, and David and I have been together, and I feel like, we just now have it figured out. Why stop now?
Well, you've been performing songs from the record and also some Talking Head songs, and I see where you've added another Talking Head song into the set.
That's right. I guess I don't want to spoil the surprise, but we are performing a song that the Talking Heads never even performed, that David has never ever performed in his life.
Wow.
So it's really fun.
People will have to search for that on your own.
Yeah.
Take that as a hint, but I think it's going to be pretty great when it happens. How about you? Are you thinking about doing anything with St. Vincent in the near future?
Yeah, I've been on a pretty productive streak, and I've been working on another record, so probably
cool.
2014 I'll be right back out.
Wow, we have something to look forward to in 2014, which just sounds weird. But anyway, so nice of you to stop by, and have a great show tonight.
Thank you so much.
I think people will be blown away, because I'm sure many haven't seen you perform yet, and just to take in the visual aspect of the show should be something.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to see you guys.
Oh, well, thanks a lot. It's nice to see you, too.